Okay, let's get this party started. I gotta do some things before we begin. Alright, we are live. Time to set some promos, I guess. Okay. This might take a little bit just to get started here. Go through all of my promo groups. My Discord is such a mess. I need to do some weeding out, some organization, I guess. I think I've got one more link to put in. Just have to find it first. I guess it doesn't exist anymore. In that case, let's just play the game. First things first, I need to get rid of a quest so I can do my crafting. If I can remember what I'm doing, it'll be a lot faster. Okay, we don't need to worry about Deshaun right now, so we'll just get rid of that. And yeah, I haven't really done a lot of the older stuff on here yet. Even though she's one of my older characters, I just haven't gotten around to it. I need to get more moonstones, apparently. Alright.
To be honest,
I don't care about your life story, just give me the moonstones. That should be enough for now. Okay, what else did we need? An ice staff and a lightning staff. Oh, almost missed it. Sabatons and gauntlets. I love the Anniversary Jubilee. I just wish there was more to do to get the boxes for it. Besides dailies. I keep mistaking that hat, the ear, for the icon, so I never can tell when I'm supposed to do that, because it's right there on the ear. Okay, what haven't I done? My game is awfully loud, so I don't really know if my voice is coming through. If anyone could let me know, I'd appreciate it.
Jaira Oko Ta.
Alright. Now, the alchemy. I have to go find bug loss. I don't want to go find bug loss, so we'll do that later. Baked potato. And beer.
Cure for low spirits.
I think I did everything. Yeah, I think I did. Well, I guess the event is over. So that's okay. There wasn't really anything I wanted. Alright, let's go to Abbas Landing.
Wait to take a load off at the inn.
I could mount up, but I don't want to. Okay. I just did this quest a few days ago on somebody else, and I can't remember where exactly the stairs are. There's some stairs. There he is.
Ready to help me with that personal matter? This is the family mansion of my old friend Anais Velmont. Just as big and opulent as the last time I was here. Anais? Where do I begin? I was taken in by Anais and her family when I first arrived in Abbas Landing. I owe her and the Velmonts so much. My mannerisms, my pattern of speech, my fashion sense. Time passes. Things change. When the family packed up for an extended trip to Black Marsh, I decided to stay here. They went to deal with business interests, and I wandered the streets of Abbas Landing. Eventually, the guild found me and took me in. I was brought here when I was very young. My first memories are of Anais and the Velmont mansion. Anais and I grew up side by side. We were the best of friends. Until the family left for Black Marsh, we were always together. We were that close. You know, I never thought to ask about that. Anais told me that her father saved me from some horrible fate, but she never provided any details. The Velmonts were very good to me. Outside of the guild, they're the closest thing I have to a family. I was barely in my teens when the family left. She wanted me to go with her, but I couldn't leave the only home I ever knew. I slipped away in the night, and I haven't seen them since. Now Anais has returned to take control of the family mansion. I understand that since Anais has returned, she's been making inquiries about me. It's clear that her memories of our time together won't let her put the past behind her. We need to steal those memories, preferably without getting caught. The past can be a vice that holds us back. I've seen it. I want to teach Anais to let go of her memories, forget about me, and get on with her life. After we steal the items that once belonged to me, by the way, she'll stop looking for me.
Is it really stealing if they were yours?
Keepsakes, jewelry that Anais had made from my hatching shell and scales I lost during molting. You know, now that I say the words out loud, it sounds kind of strange for someone to have kept my discarded body parts. Is that common practice? The Velmont mansion is a large place. Why don't you check the kitchens and courtyard while I search the family suites? Meet me there when you're done, and we'll get out of here together.
All right.
Like shadows, my friend. We need to get in and out of the mansion without causing too much mayhem and without being seen. Agreed.
Well, we can try, but I'm not very good at being stealthy. That was as smooth as I've ever lockpicked.
Let's find those keepsakes and get out of here before someone notices us. Quickly now, search the courtyard and kitchens. Then meet me in the family wing of the mansion.
Not that it matters, but I hope I don't get into the door and immediately be seen like I was last time I played this, but probably will, because that's my luck.
Guard! Intruder! Trespasser!
Well, that sucks. There was no hiding spot. Screw it.
You're as welcome here as a Horvor in heat. Guard!
Yeah, this is not going well. That's to be expected. I thought I went to the right spot, but apparently I did not.
My amulet's in there. Would you mind getting it? There's a young Argonian in there. He unsettles me. This is Ananias's room. You'll find the amulet made from my scale in there. Strange. There's also a young Argonian in there. He claims that he's a friend of Ananias, but he's doing the work of a servant. He didn't raise an alarm, though, so that's good. Ananias had it made from one of my scales, one that I lost during my first molting. It's in the jewelry box. I thought I had fond memories of this place, yet watching that young Argonian has stirred up some unsettling emotions.
Oh no, my lady will be furious when she sees these... You're ruining the carpet! Lady Ananias will make me scrub it all over again when she sees those boot prints! Servant? Oh no, not at all. I'm Lady Ananias' best friend. We do everything together. And when she's busy dealing with the mansion or the family business, I do everything I can to make sure she's happy. That's what friends are for, right? Every day. Scrubbing the floors, wiping down the tiles. Sometimes I even wash the ceilings. All to make Lady Anais happy. Speaking of which, I should prepare a bath. Scalding but not too hot, otherwise she might punish me, just as a reminder. A good friend has to help teach me my lessons. That's what Lady Anais always says. How else will I learn? Besides, if I do things the wrong way, I'll disappoint my very best friend in the whole world, and I don't want that to happen. What do you mean? I've been by my lady's side since I hatched from my egg, and she's always treated me with nothing but love and affection. She provides food, shelter, and friendship. What else do I need? Now please go. I need to clean these floors.
That's suspicious.
Busy.
There's one more thing before we go. Anais and I used to sit on the balcony and watch the sun set. I'd like to see it one more time before we put this memory behind us.
Alright, if you say so. I don't recommend it, though.
Just the way I remember it. So beautiful. Anais and I would sneak out here and watch the sunset. It was the best of times.
And yet you ran away. You betrayed me and left me all alone. Is that how a beloved pet is supposed to behave?
Anais, I didn't... You weren't supposed to be here.
You were my friend. We were going to do so many things together. And then you ran away like a thief in the night. And that's how you come back to me? Stealing my possessions?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
I don't like you.
And you're just as bad as Walks. What gives you the right to break into my home and take my belongings?
I'm a thief, that's what I do.
I should call for the guard and teach you both a lesson. The Velmont family doesn't take kindly to thieves and traitors.
Or decent people.
Friends. Maybe when I was a child and didn't know any better. But that lizard is my pet. Nothing more. Father gave him to me when I was a young girl. How else am I supposed to treat a pet that ran away and misbehaves?
Racist.
I returned to take control of my family's holdings, clear up old business. He's still my property. And I want my property back. As for you, I'll let the authorities deal with you. I have no patience for those who would rather steal than work. Forget him. He's all I've thought about these past few years. How he abandoned me, rejected my love and friendship. No. If he wants to be treated like a bad lizard, then that's the way it's going to be. I've already called for the mansion guards.
You've changed, Anais. Either that or... I've been fooling myself this whole time. Goodbye, my old friend.
Goodbye? I don't think so. Even if you escape from the mansion, my agents will find you and bring you back to me. You're mine, now and forever. Guards! Take these intruders into custody!
I think it's time to leave, don't you? Quickly now.
Yeah, I think so too. Although I wish I could just kill her. Running away
Guard!
now.
Intruder! Trespasser!
Yeah, you're a little late to the party. Well, this is gonna be quite the bounty. Not as bad as I've gotten in Skyrim, mind you. Still annoying, though. Of course, in Skyrim, it's a little bit easier to be a thief, I think.
Meet me back at the den. We can
Hold,
talk there.
criminal! I don't like this any more than you do, but I have to do it. Can you just pay your bounty?
No.
Mark my words. I will not let you go a second, time.
The guards in Abbas Landing, I just don't understand. Ugh. No matter where I go, I'm probably going to get caught. No, the den is way, way over there. Ugh. This is not good. I really don't want to have to pay that, but I will. I can afford to. I just don't want to. Sneak, sneak. Well, that was unhelpful. I just came back to where I started. How do I get away without having to spend the money to go there?
You there!
I don't like hurting people, but I do it when I have
Well,
to.
time to run.
You're forcing my hand!
I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I'm just trying to get away now. Nope, that's not a good place to be. You want my bounty, you're gonna have to get it from my cold dead body. Which might actually happen. Because I have no idea where I'm going. And I don't really have time to look either. Into the water.
Keep moving!
Thanks for your support, Mary. Alright, they're not gonna follow me in here, but now how do I get back over there? I need to reconfigure my skills at some point. Run, run, run as fast as we can. Oh, crap.
Maybe we should get some help?
No. We're going to run. That's what we're going to do, Mary. We're going to run. Where are we at? So now we have to figure out how to get back over there. Well, I know there's a way to get in from the outside. I just have to remember where that is. I think it's over on this side of the way shrine. I mean, that is where it's indicating me to go. But you know these icons aren't always 100% accurate. I don't have time for you, Mr. Skeever. Oh. Did I run past it? It wants me to go in there? No, I don't want to do that. I want to find the outside. There it is. I knew it was nearby. Okay. Now let's take care of that bounty.
Someone's treasure is this one's trade.
I still have to pay it, I guess. I prefer Skyrim.
This one does not like the...
Oh well, I'd rather the guild get the money than the guards.
No charge to have a look.
There he is.
Our meeting with Anais didn't go anything like I had imagined. She has changed. Or perhaps I'm the one who changed. Learning your own truth can be so confusing. She was my friend. Once. I am almost certain of that. We were always together, laughing, playing, exploring the mansion. Perhaps when I ran away, deserted her, did that turn her into this unfamiliar creature? I was a slave? No, I don't think either of us knew what that meant. Not back then, when we were just children. I suppose deep down I knew it all along. When I ran away instead of going with Anais to Black Marsh. Of course! We took those memories away from Anais and recovered the keepsakes of my youth. Plus, we discovered how far my friend has fallen. I just need to figure out how to help her find the person she used to be. Unless she finds me first. Now that she knows I'm around, I expect her to double her efforts and use every advantage her family's gold can buy. It's what I'd do. Thanks for assisting me with this, by the way. Once I decide on my next course of action, I'll let you know.
Oh, we gotta open all these. Let's see. It's a little bit better. as far as stats go. The armor's a different type. I guess I can go with it for now, but I'll probably change it later.
Someone told me recently that crime doesn't pay. Isn't that the dumbest thing you've ever heard? Someone told me recently that crime doesn't pay. Isn't that...
Well, that's absolutely useless. Maybe we should join the Undaunted. Oh, loading screens. Oh, she's right in front of me. How could I miss her? She's so tall.
What do you want, ugly? Ha! Is that right? Well then, Sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted. A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So, what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted? Still alive, are you? And all your limbs intact? Maybe you should spend more time adventuring, less time at the tavern. Are you sure? You'll have to fight the largest, meanest monsters in Tamriel. It's not for the weak of heart. Then welcome. I think you'll fit right in. Once you prove yourself, of course. All you have to do is find a cave named Spindleclutch. The one full of bloodthirsty spiders. If you can handle that, return to me here, and we'll make it official.
Fantasy games, the spiders and the rats are always enormous. If I ever saw one of these spiders or rats in real life, well, maybe not the rats so much as the spiders, I'd probably faint. I mean, I'm not afraid of spiders, but if you see a spider the size of a dog, then I have an issue with that. Giant rat, I could probably handle better because I like rodents. Alright, where is this cave? Spindleclutch. It says it's a dungeon. I've never actually done a dungeon on here before, so we'll see how it goes. I usually play Warcraft, so...
Twice cursed pig thieves! This was no simple robbery. It was grand larceny, and I know who did it. The font stole my glutton. He's been itching to put my prized pig on his menu, serve him up in a stew at his wretched inn. Glutton's missing, and I just know Lafont took him. They said to take it up with the magistrate, but that takes too long. Poor Glutton doesn't have that much time. I need someone to rescue him before he becomes a ham sandwich. This work isn't going to be...
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong.
I feel like I know that voice.
Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here? Most likely Glutton broke out and started rooting in the alleys again. Every time the pig escapes, Wigton accuses me of thievery. Every time! Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. The sooner that pig's found, the sooner Wigton will shut up and leave me in peace. Go on. I'm sure you'll find that hog of a pig rooting around in the northeast alleys.
Isn't that kind of redundant? Hog of a pig. There's the pig.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
What are you doing to that vine? Well, you won't live to reveal our secret.
Okay, that was not expected.
You found him! You found my wonderful little glutton! I bet Lafont was hiding him there, until he could turn poor glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back. Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it. But what do I care about strange vines? Talk to Jagersh over by the Mages Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when a glutton ate something that upset his tummy.
Ah, someone new to talk to.
An
Are you
orc
here for
with a
something
bright
specific
red
or
beard.
just to say hello?
That's something I've never seen.
A strange vine. Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city? Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that the cult is corrupting the land. Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind. Well, don't dawdle. Ask your questions. I don't have all day. They're death mages led by the cursed Reachman Angoff, the Gravesinger.
It's always
I
the
heard they were
Reachman.
causing trouble north of Glenumbra. They must be getting bolder if they're operating in Daggerfall. Angoff's a Reachman, one of those magic-cursed savages from the border of Bang-Korai. But he's more than that. He's a necromancer. They call him Gravesinger because he made a deal with the Daedric prince, Molag Bal. Angoff and the Bloodthorn cult used them for some foul purpose. If you see the vines, that usually means the cult is active in the area. The vines spread an evil poison through the soil. It's a hateful substance that kills everything it touches. Be wary of those vines. Well, don't... They're death mages led by the... Angoff's a reach. Angoff.
Guess there's nothing more to be done there.
If it's not worth my time, keep moving.
Rude. I wasn't even talking to you. Rude. I don't even know exactly what this quest is that I'm going for, so I should probably actually look it up, shouldn't I? Marbrook. North America. Gotta say, I wish I played in Europe.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
My friend, how good it is to see you.
I wonder if I could climb it.
What do you want?
Oh, there you
Sounds
are.
like a load of superstition to me.
Hail, chosen of the Queen. We have been expecting you. Queen Irene sent a missive detailing your arrival and orders. You are here to secure the staff of Magnus. They say it belonged to Magnus, the god of magic, though no one knows its origins precisely. As to what it does, it suppresses magic, and therefore is a cherished and highly protected artifact. Safe in our vault below the city. We have guarded it day and night. When you are ready, I shall show you into the vault.
I feel like I've done
If you would follow me.
part of this quest before. I remember the whole Eye of Magnus thing in Skyrim.
I heard an interesting story the other day. As you can see, our artisans have built some small amount of civilization amidst this barbaric wilderness.
Go faster.
Marbrook will soon be a jewel of the Dominion in this backwood territory. As one would expect, we have encountered scattered protests. Nonsense about protecting the trees. Watch it now.
You shut up.
The local Bosmer are disorganized and flighty. Such outbursts usually fizzle out of their own accord.
Well, my dungeon's ready. Sorry, guy. Alright. Hopefully this isn't too bad. I've never done a dungeon before.
Wait, who's that? You're not from the... We made a terrible mistake. My fighters are exhausted, but...
On your feet, you louts. We're going back in. way, squad.
I'm still not sure how I feel about the combat system in ESO.
My head is pounding. I wonder if we'll ever see the commander again.
We'll get through this. Don't let the Whisperers get inside your head.
This doesn't bode well, does it?
Kill them all. No mercy.
Must obey the whisper.
All around. This pleases me.
Welcome to our parlor.
Aid me! Burn!
To take her from us. Stop them!
Set it ablaze!
I definitely know that voice.
Healing.
The Whispers.
to my will. Join me forever.
Let them see her wisdom.
For the Whisperer.
Burn it!
I'm hurt!
Hide it!
Closer, come closer. Embrace the darkness.
Okay.
Incorruptible creatures.
By her command.
I'll kill you all.
Of course my inventory's full. What can I get rid of in a hurry? There we go. Okay. Who do we talk to? Oh, that's good.
It was a nightmare. A nightmare. I feel so violated. What that thing did to my soldiers. What it did to me. I may never sleep soundly again.
Oh,
Thank you. If you hadn't come
I'm
along...
gonna have to delete
well,
something else from my inventory.
I don't even want to imagine.
Okay. Get rid of that.
monster. No doubt some vile beast from the darkest reaches of oblivion.
Okay, level up. I want that to go away, but I don't really want to delete something else. So I guess I'm gonna have to. That I'll deal with later. Now, how do I get out of a dungeon? I've never actually left a dungeon before. Ah, well, that's helpful. All right.
What do you say we try some of the local fare?
Over here, Initiate.
Famished.
Well, let's forget about this for now. We're gonna go back to Daggerfall. Except I can't really remember where we were.
They dug it up and broke it into pieces and brought it here. I saw the wagons. No! Oh, there it is. It was right there the whole time. They dug it up and broke it into pieces and brought it here. I saw the wagons.
Okay, here we go.
I saw smoke off toward Dellen's mill. Something terrible must have happened there.
Well, took you long enough. My Gran could have cleared that cave out faster than you did, and she's only got one arm. Ha! Cuts right through my crap. I like it. Listen, I'm just pulling your tail, friend. You got no worries here. This is the gathering of the Undaunted, and you're about to become one of us. Hope you're ready. Listen up, you bunch of corset-wearing dog diddlers. We got a new piece of meat on the rack, fresh from the butcher's block. What do you say we show 'em a proper welcome to the club?
Here, here. I've got a proper welcome for 'em, right down in my breeches.
Might be that's a monster they could actually slay. Eh, Jolly?
Always with the breeches. You lot should get out more. Besides, that's no proper welcome. I propose a toast.
Here, here! A toast!
A toast and a song!
Here, here!
To the new meat's mother. May she have many healthy children. Since this one's a goner.
To the new meat's lover. May their tears be few and silent, so I don't have to hear it when this one dies.
To the new meat's face. May it always bear a smile, so it doesn't look so ugly mounted on a pike.
A fine toast for a fine piece of meat. Now, let's have a song to finish 'em off.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted! Who knows no fear of Daedric plains?
We are undaunted! Who knows no fear of death, of age? Undaunted! Undaunted! We are undaunted!
Hope you enjoyed the show, friend. We do take pride in what we are. Now you can too. Ah, I love that song. Every new member. Sort of a rite of passage. You survived our song. Hopefully you'll survive the beasts and the bastards waiting in the deeps to kill you. That's it! Welcome to the Undaunted. Now go make old Mordra proud. What we all do. Prove you fear no creature, living or dead. Find the fiercest, wildest, most dangerous monsters in Tamriel and face them down. Show them the meaning of Undaunted. You mean besides fame, glory, and the right to brag about any and everything you do? If the Undaunted know anything, we know how to fight. Stick around and you might learn some new skills. Then, there's the Armory. We hold some of the finest weapons and armor in all of Tamriel. It's not free, but only Undaunted have access. What we all do.
Okay, well that's that.
I heard that Dominion soldiers have landed at Farwatch. Can you tell me anything else?
Not much. The elves landed, and there's been fighting throughout the area.
My daughter is stationed there. I hope she's all right.
Alright, now we can go back to this. Forgot what I was doing already. There we go.
Behold, the Mages Guild. The paint is still fresh, a marvelous addition to the city. Work remains, of course, but one does what one must on the fringes of the Dominion. The vault is below. Follow me. This vault holds many rare plants that no longer exist in the Somerset Isles. Do take a closer look. I am no scholar of botany, but I know something about our specimens. We found these in a Valenwood cave of all places. Alchemists pay a dear price for this plant. It will be the jewel of the royal gardens. We've been trying to transplant this unusual variety of redwort plant into Somerset for some time. Crimson Nernroot. We thought it was a gnawed tall tale.
I love that callback to Skyrim. Or call forward, I guess,
soil
as
is
it would
not
be.
surprisingly very fertile. These specimens are bound for the royal gardens. This room holds Ayleid relics uncovered across Valenwood. Interesting, aren't they? We've removed any dormant traps that we know of, so feel free to examine them more closely. I will answer any questions you have about them. This helm is actually from our own collection, but one of our Bosmer allies stole it and then returned it in exchange for a song. Scholars believe this relic was broken into pieces when it fell from the heavens. They believe there may be others in Hectorheim, the legendary center of the Valenwood.
Looks like Tetris blocks to me.
The tree gifts. We're not actually sure what it does. Our ancestors have left traces of their civilization across Tamriel. If we follow Queen Irene, our empire will one day rival theirs. Behold, the Staff of Magnus. What happened? Where is it? By the shining trees of Old Meris. We have been burgled. But how? I know not. We have guarded the vault day and night. I placed the staff myself. No, the vault is off limits to all, but wait. Vicereeve Palador recently toured the vault. The Queen's business. Or so he stated. The staff was present before his visit, but I did not check after he left. Unthinkable. Yet, What other conclusion can we draw? Such illusionary magic is beyond the ken of a common thief. To the surface, I must question the watch.
Wait to take a load off at the inn.
None have entered the vault save you and the Vice-Reeve. I have confirmed it. He departed into the wilderness. He said he had orders from the Queen to prepare a gift for Prince Naaman. He did not return. The Vice-Reeve was always foolishly devoted to the Prince. I pray nothing has happened to him as well. The Staff of Magnus is an extremely powerful object. There's no telling what wickedness he could achieve if he desired it. Rest assured he would not have accessed the vault if we'd had any suspicion of his loyalty. Someone must inform the Queen. I should have expected such initiative from the Queen's Chosen. Tracking down Vice-Reeve Paladil will take time. That is my responsibility, as the Staff of Magnus disappeared on my watch. I will keep the Queen apprised of our actions.
Okay.
These wood elves and their forest spirits. Thou claws are they strange.
It is good to see you, my friend. Greenshade is far more exciting place than Raz expected. He hears now that the Staff of Magnus has been stolen, as if these rebellious Bosmer were not trouble enough. Not yet, but it is possible. The elves in this part of the Valenwood do not follow King Camoran. They claim to be subjects of the Wildar King, some forest spirit no one has ever seen. They mock the Dominion and call Queen Irene an enemy. We do not know. The Battle Reeves sent a soldier, Hazazi, to negotiate with the Bramblebreach clan, but he has made no progress. Now Raz needs to hunt for the Staff of Magnus, so he asks you, will you find Hazazi and sort this out? The Bramblebreach village is
everything
just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to complain, but he's a good soldier. He just needs someone with a more sophisticated negotiation style. And by the time you get back, Raz will have a lead on the staff. This one does not understand Bosmer clan politics, but as Raz hears it, the clans of this part of Valenwood have always been wild. Some even sided against King Camoran in the Blacksap Rebellion. Greenshade is the heart of Valenwood. It is very dangerous and very mysterious, and these Bosmer understand it like no others do. Raz would not be deterred, but even Camoran's Vindusk Rangers avoid traveling in this part of the forest. As always, Raz serves the Queen. She wanted to know if the Bosmer here are as scary as they sound. With the Staff of Magnus stolen, though, Raz must make that his priority. This one knows you can handle the Bramble Breach as well as he could. The obvious answer is probably the right one. Paladil. That toad fulfilled Naaman's every wish. Why should that change just because the prince is dead? Raz knew the Veiled Heritance was a disease not so easily excised. If Paladil has taken the staff, we need to find him and discover what he plans to do with it. The staff is powerful and dangerous. All of the Dominion is at risk if we cannot find it.
time it.
What?
Dark moons. These crazy Bosmer make no sense. Hazazi comes to negotiate on behalf of Queen Irene to hear their grievances, and all they do is dance and jest. Hazazi has only been here a short while, and already he hates this village. What negotiations? These dungy elves don't want talk. They say they only answer to the Wilder King. Who is this? Who knows? They'd rather pull Hazazi's tail than give him a straight answer. It's not fair. Hazazi always gets the worst assignments. Hazazi likes this idea. If you can just get the Bramble Breach to make sense, this one will be impressed. Hazazi thinks it's a wild guard chase, but if you want to try, speak with their tree thane. May you have better luck than Hazazi.
Hello there. Welcome to Bramble Breach. If you came to see a festival, I'm sorry. It's the off-season right now. Of course, you're always welcome to stay and join us for music and dance.
Above.
I didn't think I was being disrespectful. Sometimes people are just impossible to understand.
Another tourist. Rare to have so many visitors in this part of the Valen Wood, didn't you hear? It's much safer behind the shiny new walls of Marbrook. Even King Camoran hesitates to venture into the court of the Wilder King. Negotiate? About what? Oh, I know. You want us to bow to your queen and swear allegiance to your what's-it's-called? Aldermary Dominion. Huh. Problem is that our allegiance is to the Wilder King, and he doesn't seem to care for your dominion. Ha, sure. Let me just pull him from my satchel. You people don't understand. The Wilder King manages the entire forest. Doesn't have time for idle talk. Why do you think so many people doubt his existence? Not in person, but I don't doubt the Wilder King exists. He speaks to me in the babbling brooks and the wind in the trees. Other Bosmer petition him for an audience, but I don't need to. He already tells me everything I need to know. I could tell you, but how do I know you're trustworthy? You ask us to share your enemies, but will you share ours? The wood orcs are a plague we can't seem to be rid of. If you help us drive them off, I'll tell you what you want to know. Lurchers. Take seeds from the shimmering tree in the village and plant them in the orcs' camp. In a few minutes, they'll sprout out with a vengeance. The orc chieftain won't surrender so easily, though. Just kill him. Leave the rest to the lurchers.
Oh, boy.
Don't bother coming back here until you've run off the orcs. I've got important business to attend to. Huh. Well, if you plant them in some peat, they sprout into a flower, and then after some time, the flower grows into a lurcher. If you want more than that, you can ask the Wilder King himself, when you get that audience. They're gifts from the Wilder King, embodiments of the raw energy of the forest. They protect the village. They're not so smart. We can't lead them against the orcs, but if they sprout straight into the orcs' camp, they'll know what to do. Well, if you plant them in some...
Okay. hear an anchor. Or maybe it's just background noise, I can't tell. Oh, what's this? Nightshade.
Can you believe that tree thane?
Hello?
Was the tree thane as rude to you as she was to me? All I asked was how one might get an audience with the Wilder King, but the way she reacted, you would have thought I was trying to slaughter her children. Did she treat you any differently? She did? That's funny, because Under and I offered to drive the orcs away and she turned us down. I don't know, I'm beginning to suspect this is some elaborate Bosma trick and the whole village is laughing at us when we're not looking.
They just don't like high elves.
I didn't say that. There is definitely a distinctive magical force in this part of Valenwood, but I fail to understand by what logic the Tree Thane decides who gets an audience with the Wilder King and who gets turned away. Oh, I'm Aranias. Maybe you've read my book, Spriggans in the Green, Story and Myth in Primitive Bosma Society? Probably not, I guess. Anyhow, Under and I came in a scholarly pursuit to see if this Wilder King is really as powerful as they say. We'll just have to venture deeper into the forest on our own. We'll probably get lost and suffer a slow and painful death, but that's the risk we have to take. If you want, you can take the essence from the calope tree and rub it all over your body to cloak yourself in a haze of forest moths. The wood orcs won't even see you. Oh, one more thing. Under scouted out the orcs' camp pretty extensively. He might have some useful observations if you ask. Good luck with the wood orcs and that tricky tree thing. Maybe we'll meet again when we find the Wilder King. There seem to be a lot more rumors than any real facts. Some say he's a man. Others say he's a spirit, an embodiment of the forest. What I find most fascinating, though, is the rumor that he actually shapes the entire forest. That's just incredible. Me? I was born and raised in the Somerset Isles on a rather small island known as Silitar. It's a pretty secluded place. Growing up there was what first sparked my interest in studying nature magic. But, well, it was very lonely. Of course not. He's mainly here, acting as my guardian. They warned us that this place was dangerous, and if the Wilder King is really as unpredictable as people say, well, never hurts to be prepared.
I spent several hours watching the wood orcs and evaluating their weaknesses. As a whole, their strength is in numbers. As long as you don't take on the entire camp, you should be fine. The Chieftains, the one you have to watch out for.
He sounds like the Nords in Skyrim.
By the look of his scars, he's seen his share of battle, and he knows how to take a beating. Don't expect him to go down quickly. There's a shaman who's never far from his side as well. I'd focus on killing the shaman first. Good luck.
Right, I forgot. My inventory is full.
really don't like your odds.
So the Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me your best.
Back to a town. Can I get rid of this? I don't think I need this.
Can you feel it? With the wood orcs gone, it's like the forest is breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Well, that's good. At least I don't have to go back through them.
The Guardians were amazing. I know you helped too, of course.
Oh, the mirrors are not.
Can never have enough of that.
I don't know if I agree with you there, Mary. The mirrors rot seems like a thing I'd rather not have. Now I can't find my way out of here.
My scouts came back singing your praises. They said the Wood Orcs broke quickly after you killed Chieftain Thragdosh and unleashed the Guardians. I wasn't exactly expecting you to succeed. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. Huh, and you're worried I won't hold up my end of the bargain? No, I keep my promises. You got rid of those parasitic orcs. You've earned the right to petition the Wilder King for an audience. I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope, though. Bosma around here petition the Wilder King for an audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time. Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone. I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those wood orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
Okay. Ow. As long as I don't yank my headset out of my head, we'll be okay. I'm surprised there's not a druid class.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come? Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Old Merry Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others. Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand. Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature. I am pleased to be able to lend you strength to face this enemy from your past.
Okay, well, guess we gotta go up here now.
Strike us down. The veiled Puritans will always rise again.
This quest line ends soon because I really need to go and take care of my inventory.
Sazi is finished with this village.
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though. The Veiled Heritance. Yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy. She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the petition stone again, and I will share it with you. Look for the truth.
We have much need of someone like you, Ananias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
An opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosmer,
The Bosmer in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosmer mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear.
Of course, Lady Estria, you can count on me.
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne. So she believes, but there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. As you just... So, like the branches of a grat oak, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest. You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should seek out the spinner, Marrowan. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end. Yes, traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marrowan. Safe journeys, my friend.
Okay, now I need to find a city.
Dancing elves, forest spirit kings. These people are pulling on the tail in more ways.
Well, I could go and activate it, and then come back after I go to the city. Now, I hope that there's actually facilities in the city, because I didn't check.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
Mary, you always say you're famished.
Well?
It's an enchanting table. I can get rid of those glyphs at least.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
That's the Alchemy Station. Outfit Station. Oh.
Not much longer now.
That's what I wanted. I should check before I destroy anything, shouldn't I? Is there anything else? There's a woodworking station. Alright, let's just go see.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Zuzek thought Marbrook was a brand new city, but it is very popular already. Even the royalty visit. This one is thinking of riddles, which makes me very busy inside. It is somewhat lucrative, though I must practice them first. Or would you stay and listen? Zuzek writes the best down, then sells them to a man called Tellinger. He buys such curiosities. I have 2 new ones to try out. All right, first riddle. Where do slaughterfish keep their gold? Very clever. Yes, a riverbank. Would you like to hear another? It is too good to miss, and I need the practice. My second riddle is very mysterious. Yes, it is my favorite. Where can you find forests with no trees, roads with no travelers, and cities with no buildings? Very good. You can see why this is my favorite riddle. You liked it too, yes? I will write this riddle down for Tellinger, who will pay me, and I will have more gold. It is glorious!
What do you want?
Kitty.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
Sounds like a load of superstition to me.
What is it?
It's a bit better anyway. do I get up there?
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present, and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right. Inside the story, you must also enter the story in order to help her. Aranias wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in. Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had. Someone she can trust, who can change the person Aranias becomes. Ask nicely. Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene. Have a seat by the fire, and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely. Imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean. Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset. Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by Magicka. Only 2 living Altmer possess such power. One of those 2 Altmer stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
This is very interesting.
The island of Silitar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again. That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together. They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right? You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me. Watch your step! my vines getting in your way? Not bad. You're pretty fast. Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning! Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silitar. We have to stop them.
Get noticed, but style gets remembered.
No one attacks my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals! Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too? I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you. No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more. In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready? Of course not. For her, it hasn't happened yet. Remember, I put you into her past to help her when she's at her most vulnerable. She lashed out at you just now because she can't fight against her parents. She trusts you. That's what's important.
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it.
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island. I made this little island.
What? Ara, what do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks. None of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the Manor's Great Hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No, the greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone. Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
I feel sorry for her.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just, you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father?
Alright, guess we're gonna change. and see.
You look good. How do you feel? There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest. You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character. How did someone like you get an invite to the party?
Poor girl. With a companion like you, it's no wonder she's confused. She's lucky we arrived before you could stuff her head with any more silly nonsense. There is a natural order to things. The Rock Witch of all people ought to understand.
Under demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Under could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial. I'll have a glass of wine. What? Then why? Have you tasted the wine? I recommend you do not.
Onder has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents. I don't believe we've met.
And your worst nightmare. Maybe. I'm assuming.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosmer were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the Rock Witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails.
Well, that's not good.
I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this...
Hold on, honey. Best friend coming through.
This creature is no
Nobody
different
cares
from
at
those
all.
who burned your farm.
Please.
Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices. What about the Bosma who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission? If I refuse to kill this Bosma, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silatar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritants won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranias. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranias may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King. Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Aranias' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Ander blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilder King's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Aranias and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilder King's throne.
Here we go. Oh, come on. What kind of a horse can't jump that wall?
Rest now, my love. It's all right. At least we're here.
It's good you're here. With earth magic and fire, Aranias and Ander force their way towards my throne, leaving chaos in their wake. I've lost control of my guardians. My power fades. I've always wondered what death would be like. Soon, I will know. My end was inevitable all along. Someone new must become caretaker of the Veiled Wood. Aranias was guided here for this purpose. It's fascinating. In her heart, I think she knows the truth, but she's conflicted. Perhaps it is Ander's influence. I think you should catch up with him. Follow the trail of fire. Aranias must choose to accept the responsibility of her own accord, but Ander will not understand. I expect he will oppose her, and she will need your help to defeat him.
Nice hole. For mummy.
Quickly, Aranias wavers. She knows now why she was guided here. Not to destroy the Veiled Wood, but to save it. Aranias' powers grow as she draws closer to the throne. She opened the ground here and they entered the throne tunnels. You must follow. You must be there to help Aranias when she decides to make her stand. My hold over the creatures of the Veiled Wood has weakened. That is why they panic and attack. I lack the strength to pull them back. But I can make it so you appear less threatening. Be careful, though. This enchantment will only last a short time.
They're coming for us.
of my way, girl. I have no patience for this.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Well, I found some bug loss.
It's you. From Silitar. My friend. Thank the Eight. You were right about the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure now. They used me as bait to trick the Wilder King, and now Under's going to kill him. I can't let that happen. I have to stop Under. I don't know. But somehow it seems like that's what I was meant to do all along. When he burned the forest, I actually felt its pain. I think I'm connected to this place. I can't fight Onder, though. He's too strong. Will you help me? He's gone ahead. I can travel through the routes to catch up, but you will have to fight your way through. This might help. Use this bundle of roots and you can burrow for short distances. It will at least get you past Onder's fires. I will protect the Wilder King as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Okay, well.
Infectious.
Now that didn't work. Why isn't it working? Ah, I had to... I don't think it was supposed to work that way.
no end to these interruptions!
Quickly! The Wilderkin is weak. I must get him to the tower. You should come too. Off we go!
Elven architecture really confuses me. There we go. Now we're here.
Aranias was guided here to take my place, but I believe you were guided here to assure her ascension. If you had not come, I fear Arndor would have killed us both, leaving the Valenwood wild and vengeful. Many lives would have been lost. Yes, for centuries my sole focus has been shaping and maintaining the Valenwood, protecting it from outside influence and from itself. Now that she has come, I am free to return to the Earth, give back to that which has given so much to me. She is up above. You should go to her. She is frightened of the transformation process, but you must comfort her. This is the natural course of things. It is necessary for her and for the Valenwood, but she must choose it of her own accord.
Okay.
I'm scared. Shouldn't I be feeling confident? I mean, we defeated Onder. Look at all of this, though. I've worked my magic on small pieces of land in the Somerset Isles, but this is an entire forest, a living forest. Tell me I can do this. I think he was a man too once, the Wilderking. I mean, he was like us, but when he took this on, he became something else. I think he merged with the Valenwood and forgot his previous self entirely. Well, yes. It means that once I accept this responsibility and become Wilder Queen, I'll forget my previous life, my home, my youth, everything. No, but they are my memories, and some of them fond. The ones with you. They seem only partially real, but they're the memories I'll miss most. I have to let go, though. The way I embrace you in my heart, that's how I must embrace the Valenwood.
They never even call me back. So now I'm panicking that...
Yes, but I need your help. You must climb the tower further and place the Wilderking's crown in the gardens there. Then you must wait for me. Promise you'll wait.
Oh, wow.
Everything is so... very different. It's like I'm no longer a single physical form, but my being is spread out across the forest. Aranias is slipping away. You are my friend, though, whoever I become. Will you stay for just a moment? I am prepared to lose my memories, but I don't want to lose the lessons I've learned. You helped me understand the difference between a foe and a friend. I'm determined not to forget that, nor to forget you. I know why you originally came here. To ask for the Wilder King's allegiance to the Alchemy Dominion. To know the Valenwood was on your side. Would you still make such a request to me now? And I freely give it. On behalf of myself and the Valenwood, you have our allegiance. I only hope Irene realizes that her best ally stands before me now. Before Aranias' memories fade, though, there's something else I must tell you. It's the Veiled Heritons. As you may know, they stole the Staff of Magnus. I know not where they've taken it, but you should search in Woodhalf, to the west. I will open a portal to the western gate of Greenheart. Goodbye, my friend.
Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna end it today. I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. So, those of you who are still watching, thank you for joining me. And have a good day.